Endgame comes out next Tuesday, and like my work already has like the box that it's in. I'm like, I could just reach in and nobody would see. Actually, they would see. There's cameras everywhere. But like, I want it. I want it.
Speaking of stealing stuff from work, I went to a Tim Hortons today, and there was a sign like it was one of those things that they put in banks like, "Have you seen this guy? He's like done this thing."
Yeah.
There's one for Tim Hortons, and it's like, "Have you seen this guy? He stole a coffee pot from us." And I was like, "What the fuck? How do you steal a coffee pot from a coffee place? It's so weird."
It's behind the counter.
It's like, okay, so the way that Tim Hortons is set up is that there's there's like a coffee maker on the bottom and then one on top. So you make the coffee down below, then you put it on top. That sits on the hot plate that makes it warm. So you have another one ready to go when you need it. So I guess like it's like right next, like right in front of the counter, like right next to the cashier. Yeah. So I guess he would just like grab it and then run. But like
you can't just like go to whatever local grocery store you have in Canada and buy like a $10 coffee pot or whatever the equivalent would be,
or just buy a coffee at Tim Hortons for like $1.25.
Oh wow, that's cheap coffee.
It is cheap coffee.
I don't drink coffee, but like, I've only been into a Starbucks like twice in my life, and I'm just like, I don't belong here.
Yeah, Starbucks is not for me. I like the cheap shit. You know, man of the people. You know.
Yeah, the last time I went to Starbucks was because a friend of mine, she wanted to like grab coffee. I'm like, you want to hang out there? Sure. We just sat there for like an hour, and there were just people in there just sitting there. I'm like, I kept thinking, what are y'all fuckers doing?
Just sit here and do nothing.
Like, I'm here with somebody at least, but y'all are here alone. This is weird. At least at a restaurant, like you're eating something. Y'all are just sitting here.
I guess people like to just sit by themselves and think about stuff.
Yeah, I guess. Go to the library for that. There's nobody there, and you can walk around naked, and nobody's gonna catch you.
Ben, you want to share your experience on that?
No, I just watch a lot of Pornhub.
Yes, Pornhub, the most accurate reflection of life.
Hey, man, I guarantee you, there's probably been like a chick curious enough, or like a dude person like, hey, there's nobody here on a Saturday. Let me walk around naked. I'd
be so self-conscious of that, though.
Oh, sure. That's why it takes a certain person to do it.
I mean, I bet it's happened before.
Oh, for sure.
Everything has happened before. We're just reliving it. This is a rerun.
Watch a lot of Pornhub. Yep.
Okay. So I'm recording. I'm streaming. I'm gonna throw this on Twitter, and then I'll start the show.
Yay!
So if you want to say anything, now's the time.
No, other than I'm not ready to feel sad at the end of it to watch Endgame again.
Streaming the podcast now.
Loud keyboard types.
I know, isn't it great? I'm trying to solicit questions on Twitter these days, and it seems to work.
Did we get any?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Okay, so the tweet I sent out this morning, right? It's got like 6 likes or something, but nobody submitted a question.
Twitter's weird, man, because like everything's out of order and shit. It's hard.
What should I say? What's the call to action for submitting a question?
I don't.
Streaming the podcast now. We'll answer your questions live on the air.
There you go. Yeah, people want to make me fake. Oh, okay. I'll share this in the. Oh, the show actually starts. I'll share this in the starts.
Okay.
Oh, I just remember this. Okay.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Charge Shot Gamescast. Each and every week, friends gather around to talk about the video games they've been playing and things going on in their lives. Today, I have with me Ben.
I love fighting games.
Evo just happened this weekend, didn't it?
Yes, it was, and it was glorious. To quote Shao Kahn.
So yeah, no Justin with us today. He might do a run-in later. We'll see.
He's gonna come in with the Money in the Bank briefcase and knock me out.
Speaking of Money in the Bank, Brock Lesnar and what's his name? Seth Rollins are having another match at SummerSlam.
Wait, did he cash in or is he still?
No, that's already been that happened at WrestleMania, didn't it? I thought.
No, I don't watch WWE anymore. You know that, but like, didn't he won the briefcase? He hasn't cashed in the briefcase.
Oh, Brock Lesnar. Wait, this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he won the briefcase.
Yeah, but did he use it already?
This might be his cash-in, I guess. I don't know.
I don't watch
I don't watch the TV show anymore. I just watch the specials.
Yeah.
And I'm going to SummerSlam. I spent too much money on.
I expect you to boo loudly if he walks out champion. Like, I want a video of you booing Brock Lesnar out of the building.
I don't know what Toronto's gonna do, man. Like, we're such a weird, like, place.
Yeah, I remember one SummerSlam where, like, the crowd in Toronto was just, like, apathetic as fuck. I'm like, and the show was alright, but it's like, y'all aren't giving anything. Like, what the hell? Come on.
And now that I'm, like, looking at the card, I'm like, man, I don't want to watch any of this except for except for Bray Wyatt, because, like, he's the best thing that they have going right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But enough about wrestling. What were you gonna say on the show?
Oh, that I didn't. That I was gonna say for the show. So, I don't know if anybody knows about this, but there's a Twitter account out there called Scrub Quotes, which is basically a fighting game thing. I'm not sure if it uses. I think it uses all things, but it's mostly fighting is what I've seen, and it basically takes like it hides people's names and oh, this character, you're only winning because of this character, stupid shit like that, right? That like salty people say. Yeah. Well, we were watching Evo Grand Finals, which, by the way, shout outs to Big Bird, destroying people in losers bracket. But like I was watching with the Chun Discord while I was talking with you. This random asshole comes in and he's like, Rashid's a broken character. He's only winning because this, he's busted. And I'm like, and so one of the guys threatened, like, dude, you're one more like sentence away from being a scrub quotes quote. And then so like then like a day later or something, like he another Discord, the Super Couch Riders Discord that I'm a part of, the other fighting Discord I'm part of, they're like, is this you? And it's the thing, because it's I caught in the message and I was like, dude, Rashid's not busted. I play Rashid and I'm garbage. Which I play a good. I'll talk to this in the games place, but I played our good friend, who's on the show, last night, one of our good friends, and like I told him, oh, I'm not good, and I kind of bullied him, and I feel bad about it, so I'm sorry. But anyways, so yeah, I'm in a scrub quotes thing. You can tell it's me from my icon, but like my name's crossed out.
That's fun.
But like, yeah, it's like I'm not the scrub. I'm just like, dude, I'm garbage. Like the character's not busted. He's very good.
Are you
so
sure
yeah,
you're
there you
not
go.
scrub?
Yeah, I'm not a scrub. No, because I don't make excuses. I hold my.
No, I mean, like, you're not scrub quotes or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you run that account. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Oh, okay. No. I'm not that clever.
I'm gonna start that rumor here tonight.
Just oh, then I'm gonna get a DM like, oh, yo, like from the guy who actually runs it, like, yo, what's going on? Who's saying shit? Oh my god.
All right, so yeah, Ben, what have you been up to this week?
Well, I watched Evo, of course. That's the big thing. It's fighting game related. I won't go over everything, not announcements or anything, but looking back on it, the one thing I remember the most from Evo was Sonic Fox versus Goichi, the run back from last year's grand final, the infamous side switch.
Oh yeah.
And so it was a rematch between two of them, and as expected, the Goichi was like is like the dominant Dragon Ball player. Sonic Fox too, but he's been playing a lot more Mortal Kombat. But it was like, I don't play Dragon Ball anymore. Like the online's just not good, and none of the character and mechanics. So this is a whole thing. But like that match, those two, they fought in, I think, winners finals and in grand finals. So they fought twice. But it was so close and so awesome, and reminded me like, fuck, this game is awesome.
Oh, so they were in the same tournament this year?
Yeah.
I missed Dragon Ball FighterZ this year.
Yeah. It happened pretty early too. Like at least it happened relatively early because it takes forever. But like, so Goichi's a guy who, and this is what I was getting to. Goichi's a guy who is very reserved. A lot of Japanese players are very reserved, very respectful.
Yeah.
But dude, the second like the combo finished to beat Sonic Fox in grand finals, the dude, he was shaking from emotion. Like he was like, he couldn't take his glasses off, and he started crying. and I started crying.
Oh man, I wish I watched
like,
this now.
Yeah, it was like one of those moments, and like the thing is, that's the power of Evo, because Goichi has won tournaments up and down in so many different games. Like he's dominant, like he's the dominant player.
Mm-hmm.
But like, and I think it most to the fact that like he beat Sonic Fox. You know, Sonic Fox has kind of been a thorn in his side, and they're really good rivals. Rivals. So, and they're friends. Like they're friendly rivalries. That's the best part. They don't hate each other. It's just so good. Like I lost it. I lost it. So there's one grand finals you watch. Go watch all the top 8s, by the way. Eunice had an amazing top 8, and I don't know anything about that game. That game was hype. That game is so crazy. Everything was great. Evo was great. All the top 8s are great. Soul Calibur was insane. Oh my god. Samurai Showdown. I thought like that. Like for a game that was like pedigreed as like it's gonna be slow, it's gonna be like about making reads. Like it is slow compared to like some other fighting games. But my god, when you see a character lose 90% of their life from one move, it's insane. It's like, oh my god, I can't wait to play this game and die like that.
It's like watching like two counter punchers fighting each other.
Pretty much.
But like
yeah.
but then like this time it actually like paid off.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And because like those moves are super risky to do, it doesn't happen all the time. So when it happens, it's so rewarding. It's oh my god, Samurai Showdown. I'm so glad so many people liked it, because that was the big concern people had was like, is it gonna translate well? By the way, they had this commentator on for before top 8. I can't remember his name, but that guy had the smoothest talking voice I have heard for a fighting commentator. He was like doing R&B to Samurai Showdown, like the way his voice sounded.
Was his voice like Lowe's voice, like
a little bit lower than that, a little bit lower than Lowe's, but just like really mellow. I'm like, and like I'm just watching top 8 like on the bus because I was book shopping, and I'm like, yeah, watching some samurais. You know, it's just like, yeah. So yeah, it was great. Go watch all the top 8s. So I guess I should talk about video games that I actually played. So I played more Street Fighter because of the new characters that are coming out. Lucia, Honda, and Poison, which we discussed last time because of the unfortunate leak, which confirmed that it wasn't intentional. It was a fuck up on Valve's end, that because of the trial version that they were offering, the free version, when I think it's still free. At the time of this recording, I guess they forgot. They just did everything somehow. I don't know how programming works. I imagine like it's just something that happens. But I just felt bad for Ono and his depressed tweets. But I played again. I didn't buy the characters Honda, Lucia, or Poison, but I played against them. Honda's cool. Like Honda's looks fun. I don't think I'll play him. But one of the things I like about Honda is in his second beat trigger, I'm 99% sure he says, "I'm gonna fuck you up," and then he chucks you to the wall. I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying. Poison is interesting. She as a Chun-Li player. Oh my god, she's gonna be so annoying because like some of her buttons, she can keep you at a distance. Oh my god, Poison's gonna be annoying, and then she has this Molotov move that can just eat away at your health. A lot of people are calling her like the Aaron Black of Street Fighter V, when how she can just drop when she gets V trigger, she can drop the Molotov and drain your health with certain setups. So it's like, okay, that may not be fun, but Lucia seems to be the most interesting, and I might give her a shot, but we'll see. I'm not committing to anything because right now I really just want to play Chun-Li. But they were all fun to fight against because all the Discord members that I played against, they all bought them, or one of them bought them. So I was able to play against all of them. It was cool. I was one of the people who was content with the Street Fighter V's roster, but like having them there, it feels good. It feels good to have new characters. I just hate that it took 7-8 months for Capcom to say anything. So yeah, there's that. What else did I play this week? Oh yeah, the big one, Marvel Ultimate. Well, one of the big ones. So Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. We were supposed to stream it on Wednesday. Didn't happen because I don't know what's going on, but like my stream was just not having it. It just like I tried streaming in HD to make it look better. I tried streaming in a higher bitrate. It's just not happening. I don't know if it's my connection. I don't know if it's Twitch. It's not Twitch. It's probably me. And it was just too frustrating. It was just like, all right, I'm done. So me and Justin and my good friend Brian, you can follow him at No Mr. Powers. We just started playing the game, and we had a good time. Like we beat Doctor Strange and defeated Dormammu. That's pretty much all we did. That level is not that great. It's kind of confusing, and that boss fight against him is just like, so basically Dormammu's like overlooming the stage, right, of where you're at, and a mechanic they introduced like 2 sections before is you have to pick these specific rocks, and you get to get hit with the laser from the mindless ones, which are his minions. And then you would chuck the rocks at Dormammu to break his shield. Because if you just try to hit him the normal way, it's going to take forever and you're probably going to die. But because it's like screen overload. Like Dormammu's throwing like attacks at you. The mindless ones are constantly attacking you. If you get physically attacked, you drop the rocks. It's hard to see the rocks. It's not a good boss fight. Like it's one of the more down points of the game. But we got through it, and it was good. Namely because I brought in my level 38 Star-Lord, and it was just like, okay, you two guys are on rock duty. I'm going to be AoE. Let's do this. And somehow we pulled it off. But it was fun just playing multiplayer games and a multiplayer game and not streaming it and not having to worry about that and looking at the screen. Other people are good at that, and that's fine, but I just think, you know what? I think I'm done streaming. I just think it was too much of a headache. I just want to play video games with my friends. So, let's see. Oh, and the other game I'm really going to talk about is Fire Emblem, Three Houses, which I can officially say I'm fully in the swing of. It's really good. It's capturing those awakening feelings, namely the monastery stuff. Because one of the things that I liked about Awakening being my first Fire game is how having your teammates come together and bond, whether it's through friendship or, marriage, you can get buffs and stuff like that. And that was nice to know your teammates, but you could only really do that in battle in Fire Emblem Awakening. I think I said last time, Fates kind of had a different stuff more you could do, but it wasn't that big. Here, you can cook with them. You can go to choir practice with them. If you talk to the teachers, you can invite them to tea time, and you can have like a pseudo conversation with them. You can eat lunch with them, and you can just talk and like say, and like while you're wandering the monastery, there's these little blue highlighted things that will appear on the ground, and there are lost items, and you can return them to the character because you can look up what their likes and dislikes are, and they'll tell you your history. They'll like tell stuff about them. I feel like the characters are more fleshed out than they've ever been. Like none of the characters. They're all tropes to a degree, but they're more fleshed out than previous before. Like one character I draw the mind from Awakening is a character called Sumia, who's canonically the mother, the wife to not the male Crom, the guy in Smash Brothers. And she's just a ditz. Like that's all her. That's her shtick. She's just a ditz, and you don't get anything about her. She's adorable, but that's all she is. Here, you have like the starting rich girl, but you see more to her, outside of just support conversations, which I like. I like knowing that to me what makes Fire Emblem cool is the bonding part, and then the battle stuff is like it's typical Fire Emblem, but like I don't know what they did to the music this time, man, but like that battle theme is just like so pumping. It's so good. Like. I'm loving everything they've done so far to this new one, and I was so scared I wasn't gonna like it, or I was gonna be indifferent to the monastery stuff, or I was gonna hate the story. But like they've introduced like a mystery subplot of like what is the bigger picture, and it's gotten me more intrigued. And apparently there's a twist coming that I don't know when it's coming, so I'm trying to. I have people already talking about it on Twitter, which shame on all of you. Game hasn't even been out a month yet. Like, come on.
I'm sure the first day people are already out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if it's game of the year because I have to keep playing. But they've done a lot of stuff that improved my like from Fates. I don't know if it'll excuse me. I don't know if it will eclipse my love for Awakening. We'll have to see, but right now it's going up in the direction in terms of my enjoyment. It's really good.
And that's it.
That's pretty much. I think that's it.
All right.
Yeah, because no Yakuza at all.
Okay, so God, I'm so lame, man. Like, okay, Solstice Armor's out. I just been playing Destiny, trying to grind for that stuff. And over the weekend, I did, or no, maybe it was during. No, it was definitely the weekend. I did a 7.5 hour stream. It was on Monday because I had a holiday. Or was it Sunday? I don't remember. Who cares? But 7.5 hours I streamed straight, trying to get this fucking armor, and just like I went literally insane trying to get it. It's a hell of a grind. It's not meant to be done in like a couple days. It's meant to be done like over the course of a month. So I'm trying to fit that all into like 2 days or 4 days. And it was actually a lot of fun to stream it though. I had some people in the chat and it was really fun. I played some Queen. And I went off on a side tangent and started watching like tributes to the Joker with the Show Must Go On. You know that song?
Oh yeah, I love that. Yeah.
So like people like did tributes to Joker with that song. It was really good.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I watched a couple of that with the streaming people, and we talked about the Joker for a bit. So that was fun. And I think it was the Gambit stuff that just drove me over the edge. Like, just having to play 10 matches of Gambit in a row, basically. It was too much. So I also did a Scourge of the Past raid. I don't remember if I talked about it on here before. But essentially you're trying to stop the Fallen from getting to the Black Army and taking the weapons and going. And the last boss is a mech. Yeah, you have to take out... I think I might have talked about this now that I think about it. But this time when we were raiding, one of my call-outs was... Because what you need to do at the last boss is to get 2 people to shoot one guy. And then take his balls and then dump them. And so I was already like ionized, already had balls, already dumped some balls. So I couldn't do it. And so I yelled out, I need 2 guys to come on me right now. And when I just said that out loud, I just lost it. The entire raid chat was like, yeah, so that's fun. Raids bring out moments like that, and it's really fun. Yeah, so other than that, I've just been grinding that shit. I'm trying to do the Shattered Throne solo. It's such a bitch. I'm at essentially the first boss fight, or it's like the 3rd encounter or 4th encounter, depending on what you count as an encounter. But it's such a bitch, because what you have to do is you have to go around the room, kill 4 witches, and then dunk into one of the wells and do damage on the boss. And there's like hardly any cover in the room, so I'm just taking damage constantly. So I'm probably going to try and do that tonight if I can muster the energy to stream. I'm feeling very like not into it because I need to get ready to go on my trip to SummerSlam. So.
Yeah, biggest party of the summer.
Yep. And so Saturday is the Takeover. Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole is the headline.
Again?
Yeah, it's 2 out of 3 falls.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's gonna be fun.
Question. Can I get a rainbow armor set in Destiny?
So there's shaders that like can have a rainbow.
Okay, I'll take that. I might try the free-to-play. When it starts going free-to-play, I might try it, dude. I'll tell you right now, I don't know if my potato can handle it, but like if it can, I would love to do missions with you.
My crappy laptop can do 720p at 30 frames per second. I'm sure yours can do it.
Okay.
Although you might not be able to handle the first-person shooter.
Well, I mean, like if you just hear me go, "Hey, okay, we're gonna go in for the target." I apologize for doing that because I know some people. Oh God, I feel. Edit that out, please.
I am okay. Maybe I will, but I'm also very susceptible to that kind of noise, and that didn't bother me. So,
I just basically like, hey, okay, hold on. I need a moment. I'm not gonna hurl. I'm good. Okay, I'll play blindfolded. I'll be Daredevil. It's fine.
All right, sounds good. So quickly into some news. Bungie released their This Week at Bungie. They release this every week to give you updates about the game and what's happening, what's coming. And they released the trailer for the PC move. So that's basically moving from Battle.net to Steam, and the cross save. So that's August 20th will be when you're invited to begin the process of linking your PC player accounts for a smooth transition. And cross save is coming later this month, August 21st. And the actual move will be October 1st, which is when Shadowkeep comes out. So get ready for that. They're also updating the EAZ. So for those that don't know, to get your armor, one of the steps is to kill 100 mini bosses. And you need to actually have done damage to the mini boss in order for it to count. So it can be kind of a pain in the ass, especially I talked about it last week where I get through the first phase and then the second phase is kill the boss and then people would just leave. So I was all alone killing the boss, and that would take like 10 to 15 minutes, which is a pain in the ass. So what they're gonna say is they're reducing it down to 50, and each each boss, like boss, will count as 5 points. So it's gonna encourage people to stay and not leave during the boss phase. So that's good. There's gonna be more information coming from Gamescom. Armor customization preview, Shadowkeep details. How seasons will change, PvP reveal, which is going to be big because the community has been asking for PvP reveal, like new PvP stuff for a long time. And I'm kind of hoping that they're going to make it a little bit more like grounded, because right now people are going apeshit with the heavy ammo and all the supers. Like they're cheesing supers basically, which really sucks. Yeah, it takes it out of me. Like I want to play, if I want to play PvP, I want to play like guns versus guns and not like special abilities and stuff. More of like a Call of Duty style shooter is my type. So hopefully their PvP changes will make the community happy. So yeah, moving on. Let's go circle back around to Evo. So you want to share?
Where do we start? there's a lot.
Yeah, there was a lot of announcements that came out of Evo.
You want to get the bad out of the way first?
Maybe some like the littler stuff.
Okay. Let's see. Hold on. I thought I had it up, but I don't have it up. I was going to talk about the Tekken thing.
I mean, we could start with a big splash, but I figured we'd save that. I don't know.
I figured the announcements are much bigger, considering like how I rather.
Okay, so let's just talk about Tekken. So me and you were watching Tekken. And then all of a sudden, we just heard the codec sound, and we're like, "Snake."
You heard the codec sound.
Oh, you didn't hear that?
No, I didn't hear it. I was going crazy. Like, what was that? Like, what are you reacting to?
Okay, so like, I think I was a little bit ahead of you. That's why. So, during the announcers were talking about how crazy Tekken has been, like the fights have been. All of a sudden, you hear a codec sound, and I'm just like, "What? Holy shit! They got Snake in this game? What the fuck?" I'm freaking out. And then the announcers are like, pay no attention to that. Maybe we'll have something to talk about later, but they'll pay no attention. If they're freaking out, they don't know what's going on. And apparently at Evo, Snake popped up on the screen with the Metal Gear Solid 1 codec, saying that was some good-ass Tekken.
Yeah, which is it's a popular phrase among Tekken fans whenever you see a good Tekken match.
Right. And so this, like, you know, It's Evo. It's the time of year where you make your announcements for your fighting games and get everyone hyped up for what's coming.
And here's the here's the thing that made this believable is that we live in a fucking world where Negan from The Walking Dead is in Tekken 7.
And also Snake is in
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers, yeah.
Yeah. So like in Clouds in Smash Brothers, like the we live in a world where crossovers are a thing and it's a normal thing now.
Where literally anything can happen.
Yeah. So I don't like. I get that because basically, so if for those of you who didn't watch Evo, like they were doing things like during out this night where it's like for like the in audiencing where we wouldn't see it directly. You could see it if like when they were talking to the commentators, where like they would do like is it gonna kill segment, which is a James Chen thing. So this is just supposed to be a joke, but when like and then the thing and what made it worse is that David Hayter got pissed on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like it was like dad coming in like telling you like, what are you doing? You know, like I felt like Solid Snake just yelled at me. Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because apparently they had like I didn't know there's like a service called Cameo, which like you can like I guess pay them to say certain things as long as it's not used for commercial use.
Oh, was that where they did that?
I think so, and he wasn't informed that it was for Evo, which is like. Come on, guys.
They didn't do anything to like try and get like he says you failed to consult me or Konami. Do not use my voice to promote other games ever. So
yeah, it's like damn.
You can understand like where David Hayter might be like would be upset about this. Even Konami, as well. It's like don't use our games to promote your shit.
Yeah. Because like the thing is like David Hayter has like done the Snake voice and it's like hey play Unist. You know,
he's like really cool about it too. Like there's videos online where like he's just with his fans and like doing the voice and stuff.
Yeah. Like
ordering Taco Bell. Like it's great.
I want a number 2. No lettuce, please.
Cheesy quesadilla.
Oh god, yeah, but it was like because we thought it was real, and when it didn't happen, it was like. Like, see, we'll get to the Tekken 7, like all the announcements in a minute, but like when it didn't happen, I know some people were like, "Oh, Snake."
Yeah, it really like took the wind out of my sails. Like I was expecting it, and it just didn't happen. I was like, "Oh, well, that's
Snake
okay."
would be badass in Tekken 7. He's cool in Smash Brothers, but he'd be so cool in fucking Tekken. Oh my god. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Let's introduce our buddy.
Justin, are you recording?
Yes.
All right, cool.
I was gonna just immediately come in and say where are we dropping, boys, but I didn't want to interrupt Ben. So
where are we dropping, boys? Nice. Yeah.
Yes, I sat down and Gimli immediately like jumped up, and I kind of like scooped him in my arms, and then he licked my face, and I was like, "Oh, that's so cute."
Nice.
So I was distracted when I got in.
So he's back with you now, huh?
He's on my lap.
Adorable kitty cats for everybody.
Nice.
Yeah, he's very cute. He's my little buddy.
So yeah, that was the Tekken announcement or non-announcement.
Yeah, the Evo fuck up.
Yep. Which everyone was fucking up at Evo, by the way.
Yeah, Evo got some there were some not good things to said about Evo once it was done.
Like Soul Calibur's like trailer just like hitched all the time throughout when they were showing it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was. I forgot there was announcements for Soul Calibur.
Yeah, there were announcements for a lot of things. The Tekken was. I didn't think because like I kept thinking, what are they going to announce the entire time leading up? But I guess we should talk about the Evo announcements. Or do we want to talk about Justin's video games?
Justin.
Oh, I was waiting for you to answer what we were going to be doing.
I was asking Thomas, the host. He's in charge.
I know. But I was just. Okay, let's just start with Justin, and then we'll go back.
I haven't been playing much, honestly. I got Dragon Quest Builders 2, and I've been trying to run through that to get the multiplayer unlocked, so that I can play it with my brother, because we're going to have like a 5 or 6 hour car ride next weekend. And so I thought that'd be a good time to jump into some multiplayer, which he was so confused. I guess he didn't know that like local multiplayer was a thing. Like with portable systems.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I've been doing this with like, Mario Kart since the DS days. How have you missed this? So I had to like look up the way that like, local like system shared multiplayer works and explain it to him. A 33-year-old man. Anyway, so yeah, I've been playing some of that. It's pretty fun. With the first one, I thought it was just like Minecraft with a Dragon Quest skin, and so I never really cared about it. But he was super into it. So when the second one was announced with multiplayer, I was like, all right, maybe I'll give this one a try. Maybe he can help me understand it. And then I looked up the information on it, and it said that the multiplayer unlocks after like you complete the first island in the game.
Wow.
Which is like hours and hours into the game.
Yikes.
It's a slow tutorial is essentially what it is. But it's like, if you think about Minecraft, like having a whole map available to you, it's like that sized map, but with like quests and stuff to do on it. And then after you beat that, you like can go back to the original island or whatever that you start on. And like you get access to a few different new islands, and one of those is the multiplayer island. So you can't even just play the whole game multiplayer. You have to go to this multiplayer island and then like join someone's version of that island or invite them to your version of that island. Sorry, cat in the way. So it's really weird how it works. Like I thought it was just like, oh cool, this is the the first game, but you can do it all multiplayer. But it's not. So I apparently have a lot still to play before I can actually do multiplayer. So I'm going to be grinding that out over the next while. I've got about a 2-hour car ride tomorrow. Well, technically 4, because 2 hours there and back. So I'll see what I can get done then and stuff like that. So I'm glad it's on the Switch. If it wasn't, I probably wouldn't have gotten it because I don't have time. And my cat farted. Gross.
Hopefully that got picked up on the microphone.
No, he's silent.
Okay.
You just start smelling something, and it's like, oh, cool.
Yeah, okay.
What a jerk.
Silent but deadly.
Yep. Like a dwarf. But the other thing I've been playing, I played some more Time Spinner. I won't go into it too much, but that game's still really fun. And then I've downloaded a few other games that I need to check out. I've decided I want to get back to some of like the indie game reviews and things like that I used to do on my channel, just to kind of like fill the gaps between bigger content. So I like looked at my key mailer and downloaded a few things that had been sent to me, and then like requested a few things that sounded cool that I'd never heard of. So it's like, man, like there was a time when like I played all these obscure like cool little indie games that were suggested for me to play, and then I just stopped doing that. And I felt like my scope of gaming really got dialed back into like just the same Nintendo properties. And stop. My gesticulating is making the cat want to play, apparently.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you're very distracting. And so like I was like replaying old ROMs of games that I loved and all this stuff, but I wasn't playing anything new or cool. Ow! Get down, you jerk. Ow, you can cut this, it's fine. He made me bleed.
Oh my god.
Cut me, Mick. He cut me.
So yeah, I'm kind of excited to get back into that stuff, and I'll report back in 2 weeks, I guess. But I haven't really played a lot this week, actually, unfortunately. Oh, I did check out Hero and Smash, and he's a lot of fun.
Yeah, he is.
Because Tuesday, I think it was, after work, I spent some time with one of my friends. We played a bunch of Marvel Alliance, but it was like basically replaying the early game to like just level up characters and stuff. So there's nothing really to report there, but and then we jumped into just a little bit of Smash before we called it for the night, just so I could play Hero. And he's really unique. Like I don't know if he's going to be my new main, but I like that like each match you play as him doesn't feel the same.
No,
like, he's got such a different variety of moves that like you really can mix it up in really fun ways, even if you don't always know how you're going to be mixing it up because you don't have a lot of control over the down B move.
Have you landed a thwack yet?
No. I mostly because like it's the down B is difficult because you can't move or anything when it's active.
Yeah, that's why you gotta be quick,
like,
man.
Yeah, you have to like do it real quick in the moment. But I was just kind of testing it out, and like when when there was no one near me, I would kind of go off in the corner and just like hit down B and see what was available to me, so I could kind of learn some of the different things. And so I was mostly focusing on using it for buffs. Like I would activate the I forget what it's called, but the one that like makes you stronger.
Psych up, I think.
Yeah, something like that. So I'd use that when I was far away, and then run in and just wail and do more damage, or like I used bounce when I was far away, or like in a pinch you can do it real quick and just hit whatever shows up. Like it'll do something. But for the most part, I focused on the actual like charging up the fire move and then comboing that with like a like an A move or something, just to clear them out of the way, and then do down B for a buff and then run back in. I thought that worked better than like risking it in a moment of like someone coming at you and then ending up with a move that doesn't actually do any damage and getting hit. But we were doing hero versus hero, so there was some really wacky stuff.
Any of y'all land a magical burst?
What's that one?
That's the one where like he just basically does like an out piece of energy of like, and it has a huge like ring like an area.
Oh
effect.
no, he did the explosion one. Is that what that is?
Is it purple?
He didn't die, but it made a big like explosion.
Yeah, you don't die. It's like comes outward and it's like a big purple energy.
It might have been it. I don't know, because there's one like that kills you, but like
that's kamikaze. That's kamikaze.
Okay.
Which I had that happen in a match, and it was hilarious.
Yeah, it wasn't that one, so it must have been the burst then. But yeah, he's a lot of fun. I like that character a lot.
I was real quick. I was listening to another like podcast talk about him, and he was like Sakurai. This is like Sakurai's perfect response to competitive Smash players who hate items. Well, fuck you. I'll just put a character who is the item.
Yeah, basically.
And they would have banned already. Like, fuck
He's
y'all.
got the that thing that just does whatever, which is kind of like a mix between like metronome, like the the Pokemon move that you can get, and like it tends to do speed things. So it's kind of like the time clock, where you're not sure if it's going to slow other people down or you. And then there's like bounce, which is like the bunny hood.
That's the worst one. I think
And,
it doesn't do anything.
And there's like the explosion one. That's like the time bomb or whatever it's called. And like all of the different things he does.
If you can get, that's the one where it's just a super powerful downswing. If you can hit it, it just hurts. Like, oh my god, I just love how insane this character is.
Yeah, he's really cool. That's the kind of stuff I want to see from the DLC. It's just like characters that are really unique and don't play like anything else.
Yeah.
Because Joker just ended up being boring. Like, yeah, he plays differently, but I didn't find anything to connect to with him. Yeah. But Hero, I really want to play some more of.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. Kind of a boring week.
Alright, back to the Tekken 7 Season 3 news.
Yeah, hold on. Newsweek is being shit right now. Okay, I got it. Okay, so, by the way, shout out to MK Leo for winning Smash Evo with Joker. And now the Smash community wants to ban Joker. Because, of course.
This character's good. Get rid of him so I can do better.
Yeah, so I'm not going to do this in chronological order. I'm just going to do it in according to on the Newsweek article. Just FYI, if anybody's listening at home. I'm not going to talk about the Street Fighter stuff because we talked about it last time because it got leaked. Although, real quick, they did say that Street Fighter will have more announcements to come this November and December at Capcom Cup. Capcom Cup in December, so there are 2 character slots that could go above Poison and Honda. And I'm not gonna lie, my OCD is fucking with me every time I look at the character select screen because there's 2 empty slots there. It's like, come on, guys. But they'll probably announce Season 5 stuff, which it's crazy to me. It's already gonna be Season 5 next year. That's damn crazy to me. But getting into it, first off, we're talking about Tekken 7, which I'm going to set it up because Harada is like the perfect showman in fighting games right now. Because Yoshinori Ono, the face of Street Fighter, he comes up with an apology scroll.
Yeah.
Because initially he wasn't going to go up there, and we got Xavier Woods, and he read off the apology scroll. It was adorable. He did this. I did the Shoryuken. Thomas did the Shoryuken because he's a crude. So then later in the evening, Harada comes out with the apology scroll, apology scroll, and then all he says first is there was no leak because there is no information leak. There is no Season 3 fight, and he walked off the stage and everybody boos, and he comes back, and I'm not any like they do it back and forth. It was very humorous, but basically that we are getting a season 3. Tekken 7 is getting a season 3 of characters, are not just characters, but like updates, new moves, new stages. The first character they announced was an old character, a returning character named Zafina, who is like the most limber fighting game character I've ever seen. Like the way her animations are is just so cool. And like she's all sensual and shit. I'm like, ooh, I might play you if I play Tekken. But yeah, so she's back. I don't know who she was. I thought she was a new character. But the character that got the biggest reaction for Tekken was the introduction of the badass himself, Leroy Smith, aka Future Low. Like it just like this guy just drips with cool. Like they released like a full image of him. I'm just like, oh my god,
just like Future Low.
Yeah, exactly. It just they didn't show any gameplay. It's just a CGI trailer, but I'm glad it's a new character because like everyone's like, who is this? Because I thought there was an older Tekken character, but he looks so cool. Like it looks so cool. So yeah, Tekken will be getting new stuff. So shout out to you Tekken players, you deserve it. After that, Soul Calibur, which didn't get an announcement on Friday after their top 8, which led to a lot of people like thinking, well, I guess the game's not going to get any more support. That sucks. And Thomas was there with me when this announced. Like the I guess the lead guy for Soul Calibur 6 comes out, and the way he was talking was like, this is not going to be a season 2, and I felt like, oh no. But then they announced Cassandra, a fan favorite from Soul Calibur 2, I think. She's from an earlier Soul Calibur game.
She's been in it a long time, but I'm thinking of Sophidia.
Sophidia was first, and then like Cassandra's her sister. So she's back, but they didn't just announce that. They announced the season 2 with new characters, but they announced one of the DLC characters. And it's going to be Haomaru from Samurai Showdown, which that got me super fucking excited. So you're just all you're gonna hear in Soul Calibur now is yeah over and over again. So that's really cool. I was hoping it was gonna be Biking from Guilty Gear, but we'll get to Guilty Gear in a minute. So yeah, shout outs to Soul Calibur players. You deserve it. Your top 8 was amazing, and I'm glad you're getting supported because that game is too good to not be supported. By the way, I want to make a correction from last week. I said that after 2B there was no DLC. There was a DLC character that came afterwards. It's just it came. Once you follow 2B, it's kind of hard to follow 2B. You know, like it's kind of hard to follow the waifu. So and then Samurai Showdown actually had some news themselves. They announced the DLC characters. Rimuru coming in August. Hisami, Shizumuru, Hisami, Basara, Kazuki Kazama, and Wanfu all coming out like August, September, October, November, December. A new character every single month. And I think and Shizumaru is free regardless if you bought the season pass. And the cool thing about Samurai Showdown is that if you just pre-ordered the game, you got the season pass for free. So hopefully they do that deal with the Switch when that comes out, so I get the DLC for free. But not only did they announce that, but they also announced they are doing already a season 2 of DLC, with the first character being Mina Majinka, who is apparently a fan favorite character. I'm not familiar with Samurai Showdown, but the game is sick. Okay, moving on. Dragon Ball FighterZ, one of the worst kept secrets in fighting games, because Xbox leaked this like months ago. Janemba will be the second to last character to join Dragon Ball FighterZ. He had a cool trailer. It looks like he has some cool mechanics. Nothing really to talk about. That's all Dragon Ball got. But you know, hey, we got. And they showed Gogeta. Gogeta was the other character, so that was cool too. And then the last one I think is the movie Broly from the movie that came out earlier this year, which I can't believe that was this year. It feels like a lifetime ago.
Yeah, it feels like that movie came out like last year.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen it. I need to watch that.
Yeah, same here. Even though I don't like Dragon Ball Super that much. Next up, we have BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, which a lot of people thought this game was gone, like Soul Calibur, and it wasn't going to get any supported. We got an official announcement. It is going to get a 2.0 update starting this November. Hold on, I don't think it has the... So it announced 4 new characters, rather. it doesn't have the names on here for some reason.
Yeah, they didn't put the names in because I don't know who they are.
Basically, 2 characters from an old anime fighting game where it's like World War II, and one of them is like, you know, looks like a Hitler kind of guy, Hitler Youth kind of guy. The other character, it's a freaking tank. I'm not even kidding you. It's literally a tank. You play as a tank. They announced Titty Ninja from Sengen Kagura, one of the Titty Ninjas, and Neapolitan from Ruby, which I was like, oh, because she looks like Neapolitan, and I actually like her design. It's actually really clever because of the colors and everything. So she's in it. So I was wondering if more Ruby characters are gonna get in there, but cool. And she has an umbrella. She reminds me of Pirouette from Skullgirls. I think that's her name. So shoutouts to Blazer Crosstag Battle. Looking forward to playing that game again. Then we got an announcement for the new Under Night game, which I think everybody knew about, but they just showed an actual trailer, which is called Under Night and Birth EX Latest Clear, or Unclear as we're going to call it. And they introduced a new character called Lundrekia, which it looks like I think he had like ice powers. I'm not too familiar with Under Night, but I will be picking this up, and you all will get sick and tired of me talking about it come early 2020 because it is coming to the Switch. Eunice is currently the hypest game going on right now. Hold on. I'll talk about this one next. King of Fighters 15 was officially announced. Just a logo, but it got people excited. So shout outs to that. I hope it looks better than King of Fighters 14 did at launch, because oof. Finally, the one that kind of stole the show for a lot of people was last year. They knew the creator one of the workers was working on a new Guilty Gear. We didn't hear anything for a year, and finally we got a trailer. And I'm just gonna say right now, it's the best looking video game already, and it's not even fucking out yet. There's a new Guilty Gear. It looks like it's a new graphics engine. It looks super stylized, and like you can't. There's this seamless transition between graphics and cutscene and gameplay. There's going to be crazy stage transitions. Oh my god, just like me talking about it can't do it justice. You have to go watch it. It's like Guilty Gear's always been at least the recent Guilty Gears has been like lauded because of how beautiful it looks, despite it being 3D but still having a very 2D-ish look to it. And this one just seems to just take that step to a further beyond. So yeah, and they introduced a new character. They didn't no name. It's just a black guy who had this cool mask. That's it. So I think it's coming next year. So they'll probably have more at Arc Revo, which is this big tournament in I think August or October, or it's October. I think it's September, October. So probably more information there. But that is all for Evo. A whole shit ton of announcements. Some unexpected, some cool, some trolly, some that'll get you yelled at by David Hayter. But overall, a very, very good plethora of announcements, and I fucking love fighting games. Damn it.
How are we gonna follow all this fighting game news? I don't know.
I don't know. That's like asking, how do you follow up Christmas? The correct answer is you don't. Good night, everybody.
I don't know what stories are left. So.
All right, we're just gonna move on to Hello Games. Interested in a No Man's Sky on the Switch. So Sean Murray is coming out with No Man's Sky Beyond, coming out, I believe, this Wednesday. He says, it's super interesting. I love the Switch. We're obviously very focused on what we're doing right now. We have done a lot of work on the PSVR to optimize the game. That's what's also coming with Beyond is the PSVR version. So I'd be interested to see what's possible, but at the moment we're just very focused on what we're doing right now. So some more Switch love from indie devs.
I'm scared of how it will run though. Like I don't even want to think about it.
Some fun stuff that's been announced for No Man's Sky Beyond is you'll actually get to ride some of the aliens with your friends.
So you can pet the dog?
I guess that's one way to pet the dog. They're announcing with the Beyond, you're also going to have, I believe, 16 to 32 players that you can interact with, like multiplayer session at a time, depending on the platform that you're playing on. So, I would like to check this out once the update comes.
I'll do it. I would like to play that game with other people.
Yeah. So
I'd probably prefer that game
play by
alone.
yourself.
I'd probably prefer that game alone, honestly, and just like let my thoughts meander.
No, it gets really lonely,
Dude,
really quickly.
I'm alone all the time.
Yeah, but when you're alone, like on a planet,
oh, that's like heaven. I don't have to deal with annoying people anymore.
all right. Just saying.
All right, we'll see if it ever comes to the Switch, because I don't want to play it on PC. I just don't.
I don't see it running well on Switch. It
probably won't. It'll probably run at 15 frames per second.
It's been rough to run on like everything else.
Yeah, it's like Spore. You remember Spore?
I remember Spore.
That game did not look super great or really anything, but it ran super chunky because it's a big world that they were trying to render out, and like all the procedurally generated stuff, and like it was just too much for basic or really any computer to handle, even though they had to tone down a lot of stuff just to get it to run in the first place.
Mm-hmm. So let's see here. Capcom has seemingly issued invites to US-based members of its RE Ambassadors program to test a new game currently in development. I didn't even know there was an RE Ambassadors program.
I didn't either.
I didn't.
But if that's how we're going to get an announcement of a new Resident Evil game, then sure.
Basically.
Yeah. Three make.
You want 3 to be?
Yeah.
I would guess it's a new game.
Okay, fine, sure, but give me 3 make, please.
After the new game, probably.
Fine.
Because they specifically said they want to make sure that you have played at least one previous Resident Evil game. And so if it was a remake, that you don't really benefit from that, because unless they're specifically wanting you to have played the original game they're remaking, you don't get anything from. But if it's a new game, they'd want you to say, hey, how does this compare to past games? Does this feel to Resident Evil? Does this feel like enough new stuff? Like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So in the letter it says, "Hi, Resident Evil ambassadors," from BioHaze. Today we're reaching out to recruit potential testers from our loyal RE ambassador community to try out the new game in early development. Applicants must live in the Los Angeles area, and be available on September 20th or 21st, or be based in the New York area and free on September 23rd or 24th.
Yeah, well, whatever they do,
they won't be compensated. This is like a focus test, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever
they do, they have a huge amount. They have a huge amount of expectations after how RE2 did,
and RE7.
Yeah, RE7 too, but just more recently RE2, like, and how well that game was made.
Well, I'm going to say, like, there's been a major resurgence and interest in the Resident Evil series in general since 6.
Well, Capcom in general too, yeah. But specifically Resident Evil.
Bad. They really did bounce it back. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
Except they're fighting.
Well,
one day, we're almost there to paradise.
Infinite's pretty old now at this point too.
Yeah.
Like, that came out before the resurgence.
Yeah.
So keeping in line with the god damn it, the fucking word was on my tongue. Anyways, speaking of older games, next gen Bully sequel is in the works for 2020. Claim multiple sources in wake of GTA Online Easter egg.
I feel like I hear this rumor at least once every year.
Bully.
Right?
Bully for that.
I hope it's true, because I've never played Bully, but it seems really interesting.
Oh yeah, Bully was great. Yeah. So, God, where's the actual information in this article?
There's been listings for a long time. Everyone knows Bully 2 is coming.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that they were recently taking down the Red Dead Redemption 2 mural at the Rockstar offices, which is making people speculate that they're going to put up a Bully one. And maybe announce it at Gamescom or something. Like, an announcement is coming soon, and that's why they're preparing the marketing materials.
Mm-hmm.
You know what makes me kind of sad, though, a little bit, is that it'll probably have, like, a whole online component now.
Probably.
And that...
But, honestly, Bully Online would be pretty cool. Because, like, I know you don't know Bully, but it's a lot more kind of contained and...
Yeah, I've seen the complete...
friendly. I guess than the other games in the Rockstar.
They should port that to newer systems. They really should.
Yeah, they should. They ported it to 360, or was it on 360?
Is it on Steam?
No, it was a PS2 Xbox game. So yeah, they ported it to 360 and maybe PS3.
I think Steam does Steam have the Scholarship Edition? I think it might.
That's the port, so maybe.
Yeah.
Look it up. And they ported it to Wii, weirdly, which I played that version. It was
what?
okay.
I bet you that version's
Yeah, it was
rare.
on Wii. It's not bad, actually.
I bet you that version's rare. Somebody tells me that's a rare version.
I had it on PS2 and Wii, and it was playable on both. Yeah, Bully Scholarship Edition is on Steam.
All right, I'll have to look at it.
It's $15. It's really not bad.
Oh wow! Shit.
Yeah, that's good for that.
Yeah, because that's the remake. It's still it's an old game, but it looks pretty good.
I'll look it on a wish list maybe.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily think they need to port it, unless they do like a full HD remake, which is fine. But anyway, I think a Bully Online could be really cool because it's like the other students in the school would be people. So like you're all going to classes and that kind of basically just turn Bully into an MMO.
You can start stuffing other people in the lockers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Swirly time.
It's notably like T-rated Rockstar game. Yeah. So it's a little more kid-friendly. Like there's some fun stuff in there.
There's no like blood or there's sexual themes, but there's no actual like sex, I guess.
Yeah, and there's some good morals and stuff in there. So I think that's one that actually would be best to make online. Because Red Dead Redemption 2 seemed like it didn't need to be. Like that felt like a weird choice to me. GTA Online is just a mess of trolls and bad people. I think Bully could find a cool middle ground.
Teabags.
So yeah, since here the first piece of evidence for this rumor came from Polygon, who reported on an Easter egg with a curious URL. Bully sequel announced fall 2020, news embargo do not publish. But apparently that was faked. Like Polygon ended up just making that up. I've known Polygon to do this shit, and it's not surprising.
Yeah, it's not surprising.
So fast forward a week later, Bully Obsessed YouTube channel Swagta reports Rockstar Games insider source that Bully 2 is indeed being developed for next generation hardware of 2020. Release schedule with comicbook.com, also corroborating the same thing via their own internal sources. Another self-proclaimed Rockstar Games insider, Yan2295, has also said that Bully is the next Rockstar game after RDR2. Yeah, so it seems like it might actually be a thing.
Yeah, basically everything has said that, because they've said they wanted to have a little break from GTA. And I think Rockstar, like, for the last years, have been kind of alternating between GTA and Red Dead. And then there was Bully, like, what, 10 years ago? 11 years ago? Something like that? So, it's time.
Yeah, it's been a very, very long time.
Yeah.
Alright. So that's that story. Oh, okay. So I kind of wasn't wanting to talk about this debate, but this news story has come up a lot, and it's revolving around Walmart removing their violent video game advertisements from stores, and this is in the wake of another mass shooting in America.
In El Paso, Texas.
Yeah.
Well, there's also one in Ohio.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, the El Paso one was the Walmart one.
Gilroy, CA.
And there was almost another one earlier this morning.
God
yeah, there was one
in your state of Missouri, Justin.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a guy that walked into Walmart with full body armor and an assault rifle on his back. And when he came in the store, someone called the cops, and he was arrested on site.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's so on edge that, like, technically that should be considered conceal and carry, but because he was all,
geared up.
Like, yeah, geared up, and all this stuff's been happening, you can't trust anything anymore.
No, can't.
Which, I mean, I hate conceal and carry anyway. I'm not saying that it's okay for him to be there. I'm just saying, like, that probably would have fallen under that, like, just turn a blind eye otherwise, especially in Missouri. where I see people on Facebook defending him. Like he didn't shoot anyone. Why would they jump to conclusions like that?
Oh my god, I hate people.
Yeah. This state sucks.
Yeah. So what sparked this was that someone went online, reported to Vice Games that they went into work yesterday. They handed me a copy of the instructions to remove violence signage and gaming displays. Anonymous Walmart employee told Vice, and immediately threw it away because it's obviously a way to shift the blame from the real problem regarding the mass shootings. I didn't get to confirm this yesterday, but they aren't doing anything about the sales of guns and ammo in this store. And this is being brought up by the president, right? He's saying that video games are the blame. I wasn't really.
He's one of the people.
You want senators and
Yeah.
evangelicals, basically any old fucking dead ass who needs to be dead, causing. I'm mad. I'm sorry. This pisses me off.
I made the joke in our Discord that what is this 2004 again? Like I was.
Fucking no, it's 93 again. Shit, not even 2004. Sorry, this pisses me. I'm sorry.
It's a cyclical argument. We're never going to get past it. People are always going to find something to blame, and it just bounces from one thing to the next, but never to the actual problem.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying the problem is guns. I believe it is personally, but I know there's more to it than that. It's a complicated issue, and there's no one thing that's actually at fault. But it's not video games. Video games are one of the only things that's not at fault.
Right.
Yeah, I fucking have better friendships because of fucking video games. Than fucking. Oh my god.
Violent people play video games. Video games do not make violent people. That's the only correlation.
Yeah.
You can be violent and you can play video games.
Just
cool.
As you can be violent and do millions of other things.
And the thing is, like, because not all Walmarts carry guns. Like, it's depending on the store's location. A more rural area is going to carry guns. But it's like, how can you, like, oh my god, that's what pisses me off the most. I'm glad I don't work in a store with guns because I would not go to work. I was just like, yo, fuck y'all.
You know?
No, my store does not carry guns. We carry ammunition, which I don't like touching. I have to touch it, but I
don't find it either. Now that I think about it,
yeah, more metropolitan stores don't, like metro-based stores really don't. At least from my experience, the Walmarts I've been around.
Yeah,
there's ones further south to where my Walmart's at. I thought like that has like guns and hunting.
I think they carried like pistols, because it's like in the hunting section. But there wasn't like, assault rifles or any big weapons or anything like that. It was like ammo and pistols, like airsoft guns and stuff.
Yeah, we only carry airsoft guns at our location, and even then, like you have to be 21 to buy them. So, but oh my god, so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like I remember my dad coming home, being so mad because he would hear like senators. Like watch the news because obviously that would affect his business. He was the manager of the store, so it's like the fact that it's 2019. I could maybe understand 93 when it's kind of a new thing, right? This ultra violent shit. I could get that to a degree. You as United States senators and the fucking idiot of a president we have he doesn't know how to read. I'm convinced about that. But like those assholes went to college. They have degrees. They know how to fucking read. You have research. There's research out there that says there's no correlation. By the way, if you're an asshole spreading that image of that Japanese quote where like Japan doesn't have video games, you're an asshole for like instigating shit for that doesn't need to be there. There's a quote from the senator who's like, Japan doesn't have violent shooting games because there's no games over there, when we know that's not true.
Right.
That's fake. That's not.
To be an idiot.
Yeah. There are plenty of people who are idiots and will probably say something that's stupid. So that's.
But counterpoint, there's also the thing that I saw it from Reggie, but that chart going around that shows the number of school shootings versus the like abundance of video games per country. Yeah. And it had like America's number one for shootings or whatever. And like all these others at like next to zero.
Yeah.
And then America was like third as far as like popularity for video games. But there was like all these like all the countries that were like above America were like the lowest on the shootings. Like literally the only ones that were both high on video games and shootings was America.
Yeah.
All the others were lower.
Like, and I know this kind of like transcends kind of video game talk, so I apologize. But like, dude, like I saw this news when I went to a Target because I needed to buy some things. I left the Target like not because they piss me off, because just like I don't want to be here. It was a Saturday. It's too many people. I don't want to be in a place where I'm around a lot of people and something could happen. Like this is insane that we live in this world where this is happening. You go like I saw it on Twitter. You go to work, you get shot. You go to the park, you get shot. You go to the drive-in, you get shot. It's like I used to think, like, oh, we'll never be one of those war-torn countries. We'll never be that. We're fucking that. We're just that. It's reality. I walk everywhere. I walk everywhere I go, and it's in the back of my mind that I could walk right into a situation just because of where I'm walking, and that scares the shit out of me. Especially
in Texas.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for some white dude to pull up on me because I look at him funny, and I don't try to be intimidating at all. Like I'm a fucking teddy bear, but like. I'm just like even like what people I work with, like, dude, they don't want to talk to certain people because they're afraid they're just gonna pull a gun out now. Like it's bad, man.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. We live in a country of fear, and that fear makes them trigger happy.
Fuck guns, man.
It's not good.
Fuck people who defend guns. I'm sorry. If you're one of those, I'm sorry. That's my opinion, but fuck guns. You don't need those fucking assault rifles.
Nope. No need.
All right, let's move on into another controversial topic of the Take-Two investigators going to a YouTuber's house to crack down on the Borderlands 3 leaks. So another incident in the Borderlands story. After 2 weeks of no uploads, the notable Borderlands personality YouTube returned to the platform yesterday with a video explaining his absence. Said the game's publisher, Take-Two Interactive, hit his channel with several copyright strikes and sent investigators to his home in response to months of Borderlands coverage on his channel, which included leaks about the games in the series. He says, since I've had time to reflect on the situation, I say my excitement got the better of my judgment. Who has been posting Borderlands videos. It was a bit of a shitty thing to do, which I don't think it was. Because all he really did was just go onto a Twitch channel that already had all the information that he was covering in the beginning anyways, and then he got a source and was reporting on what the source was telling him. So I don't see like he did anything outside of...
Yeah, people...
So wait, he wasn't leaking anything. He was just using other people's footage and other people's information and sharing videos.
It wasn't even other people's. It was like a fake Twitch. It's like a Twitch account with like no real username to it. It's just a bunch of letters and stuff. But they were uploading stuff to that. Like, I don't know what Gearbox was thinking. It's ridiculous.
Because like reporting on leaks is nothing new. If you're not the one leaking it, he's not leaking it.
Yeah.
So like, this is. Gee, I mean, like, you guys already know my feelings on this company.
That seems like overstepping.
Yeah, like, fuck off, man.
Maybe
send a cease and desist letter if you're that, maybe? But, like, a fucking investigator to their house? Are you... Jesus.
Yeah, they were going on his private property and everything.
Oh, fuck that. Yeah. Fuck that! I would have called the cops. Like,
they just investigated him. Like, they asked him questions about like how he got the leaks and stuff like that. He was telling them about Steam DM, I believe. Yeah, it's really shady shit. I don't know.
They like assuming that he owned that weird Twitch account.
No, he didn't own that.
I said, were they assuming that?
Oh, I don't know.
That could be, but even then, like shit. Send a fucking cease and desist letter or something.
So Red from UK Games, however, called the video incomplete. In some cases, untrue. Take-Two and 2K take the security and confidentiality of trade secrets very seriously, adding that the company will take the necessary actions to defend against leaks and infringement of our intellectual property that not only potentially impact our business and partners, but more importantly, may negatively impact the experiences of fans and customers.
Maybe it's one of your employees who's leaking shit.
Maybe this negative press will negatively affect consumers.
Seriously, him like reporting on like the leaks and stuff that's already out there, and like what he gets from his sources isn't going to negatively impact them. Instead, it's going to build the hype. Stuff like this is going to negatively impact them.
What's the difference between what he did and like, say if a Kotaku writer did something or like a Verge writer did? What's the difference? Is because one of them works for the Verge and one of them's a YouTuber?
Well, the difference is that he would probably be a better journalist. But but no, if they really want to crack down on people spreading false information and stuff, maybe they should fire Randy Pitchford.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Like, they're barking up the wrong tree.
How do we know it's not Randy fucking... What if it... What wouldn't that be the greatest twist of all time?
Yeah.
That it was Randy? Fucking Randy. Upload...
You can't trust a Randy.
No.
He is the worst Randy of them all.
Oh my god. No, there's only one Randy you trust, and he's long gone. He's long gone right now.
Randy Savage?
Yeah, he's the only Randy you trusted.
I thought so.
He died. The rest are shitheads.
Sure. I've never met a Randy I liked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. So yeah,
Randy Newman's okay.
He's alright.
So the copyright strikes that he's got on his account have been like all but one, I believe, has been lifted. So he has his channel back.
Good.
Because that's fucked up that you're taking away someone's livelihood by committing those strikes against them.
Yeah.
It's messed up.
You should be able to talk about leaks.
Yeah.
Like YouTubers do that.
You shouldn't be able to leak things, but you should be able to talk about leaks.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So moving from that, we have some more business with the video game companies. ESA says Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo will start disclosing loot box odds.
That's good.
So finally, stuff is happening with this loot box stuff. Pleased to announce that this morning Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony have indicated to ESA commitment to new platform policies with respect to the use of paid loot boxes in games that are developed for their platform.
Yeah. That's not going to stop companies from like Activision from putting microtransactions into a game that's already completed.
Specifically, this would apply to new games and game updates that add loot box features. It would require the disclosure of the relative rarity or possibilities of attaining randomized virtual items in games that are available on their platforms.
So it's not games they make; it's games that are put on their stores. Okay.
Yeah.
So even third-party games would still have to disclose that if they want to be on those storefronts.
That's correct.
Okay, that's good then.
Yeah. Yes, that's very good.
Because it sounded like it was just, those three companies being really noble, but that wouldn't change the industry. But if it's like every console manufacturer is like, hey, you got to play ball with us, then that's going to make some change.
Because if not, the federal government's going to come in and you fuckers don't want that.
Right.
Although they should fucking come in.
They're not going to, because gambling and guns are safe in America.
Yeah.
As we previously discussed.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
drugs.
Right.
They crack down
unless you're a minority. Unless you're a minority, then you're going to jail for 17 years. And if
drugs
you're white,
have gotten better with the legalization of marijuana, though.
So ESA says that the console makers are planning to implement this new policy sometime in 2020. It also states that many of the industry's major publishers, such as Activision Blizzard, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, Bungie, Electronic Arts, Take-Two Interactive, Ubisoft, and Warner Bros. Are also going to implement a similar disclosure policy no later than 2020. So I guess they'll have their own disclosure policy as well.
So do they have to release the odds of this being successful?
EA's is going to be there's no loot boxes in here, and it's a wink emoji.
Right. We don't have to disclose the odds because they're not called loot boxes.
Oh god.
They're called fun mechanics, right? Or surprise mechanics, rather.
Now I'm angry all over again. Thanks, Justin.
Okay. So yeah, Justin, talk about your Pokemon.
Oh yeah, there's a new Pokemon trailer.
Oh,
I didn't actually pull up the news. I zipped on here and pulled up the chat, so I don't have the actual news up.
So they have the new Weezing, and he looks like a Bong.
No,
he's not a Bong though.
He's not a Bong. He's the opposite of a Bong.
Although I've seen some good fan art of him as a Bong.
He's a very clean boy.
I really didn't see the hat part. I just saw the smokestack part. I'm like, oh, he looks like a smoke. Wait, that looks like a Bong.
My favorite. Before we get further into it, my favorite has been like photoshopping him over like, why do you guys think you're better than me with the old Weezing, and then like it's like the Family Guy thing, and it's all the Weezings and like the fancy hats and everything. That's too
okay, that's really good.
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, we have more of that old leak confirmed because they announced the Galarian forms of several Pokemon, and it's not just Gen 1s this time.
Thank goodness.
We had a Galarian Zigzagoon, which is Not the first choice I would have expected, but sure. Let's have what are they calling him?
I don't.
It was like Gene Simmons Zagoon or something.
What?
Sorry, I jumped ahead a little bit. There's a Galarian Zigzagoon and a Linoon, and that evolves into a new Pokemon. Like there's a region exclusive evolution, which is kind of a cool mechanic, I think. So like whenever you get that version, it evolves, but the original doesn't evolve. If that makes sense.
Hold on, the video's coming up right now.
Exclusive evolutions, like for Alola, but
Obstagoon.
Wait, he evolves into Obstagoon?
Obstagoon. It's Obstagoon.
Yeah.
Obstagoon. Nice.
Anyway, like Alola had like the Alolan Executor, where like you get a regular Execute, but in those games it evolves into Alolan Executor instead of regular Executor. This actually has like totally new Pokemon that are region exclusive evolutions, which is kind of cool. And then they announced a new little Pikachu clone. That's a hamster that can get hangry.
Yeah.
That's pretty great.
This thing looks awesome. It has an attack where it runs in like a wheel and then shoots it at him.
Have you seen any memes about that?
No, I haven't.
There's a video that like I'll try to find it. There's a video of him like on his little wheel and he does the attack, and then it like zooms off screen and they show it like the wheel animation like just cut into different things.
Oh, that's
like,
great.
I think there's like the Sonic trailer and I can't remember what else. But it's just this little hamster ball like in other scenes.
It's like the RKO thing, like the GIF. Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. But I like the typing. It's electric and dark. Oh, the new Weezing is poison and fairy. Weirdly.
Which I'm gonna say this right now, so I actually do it. I'm gonna put a Weezing on my fucking team.
I might actually.
I've never done it before. I wish it was poison fire though. Like, come on.
Yeah. When I heard that there was going to be a variant like coughing Weezing, which I don't know if it's coughing or if it's just Weezing, but anyway, I thought that a poison fire would be really cool, but I'm also the one that would have preferred rock fire Geodude, Alolan form, like kind of all magma-y and stuff, instead of the terrible rock electric we got. That's just useless.
I thought it was cool. It reminded me of Godzilla.
It looks cool in a Eugene Levy way, but it's
what way?
Eugene Levy.
The eyebrows.
I
on Golem. Anyway, is Thomas looking up who Eugene Levy is?
I mean, I just want to take a look at him again because it's been a very long time since I've seen him.
Oh, okay. Well, you should do a side by side of Eugene Levy and Alolan Golem. Anyway, or Graveler, I don't know. One of the forms like adds like a mess to it. But
that's Golem. Golem has like a big thing coming out of its back.
Maybe it's Alolan Graveler. That's not the point.
Who are these goth-looking dudes?
That's the Zigzagoon. Oh, the team.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, the people are Team Yell. It's
Team
the new... Yeah, it's really bad.
Rebel Yell?
Like, that was the thing, like, from the leak. I was like, that's not real. Like, this leak isn't real. They would never call a team Team Yell.
Oh my god, this is horrible.
They did. But the idea is, like, everything's all sports-related and stuff, so these are, like the Chaos team. Well, I think
they're the goth kids from South Park.
Yeah, I think they should have been called Team Chaos. But they're the ones that are just, like, riotous. Like, they probably act out in public and, like, make a scene at the sports events and things like that. They're the ones that probably like run through the streets with the flag of their favorite team on, like being belligerent to everyone.
They're hooligans.
Yeah, basically. So like I get it, but Team Yell's still a dumb name. But yeah, back to the hamster thing. It's very much a Pikachu clone. But if it evolves, I think it'll be really cool because I like the electric dark typing.
Yeah, that's cool.
But otherwise, I'll use Yamper because Yamper's adorable, and I have a feeling he will evolve. My friend thought that he'd probably be like maybe evolve into like a husky looking thing, but I joked that maybe he'll go werewolf too, because it seems like the Pokemon Company just like discovered what werewolves are. Because there's that lichen rope or whatever it was called.
Oh my god.
Last gen, like that puppy that turns into that has like a werewolf form, and then now they turn Zigzagoon into a werewolf. So it's like, just make a bunch of werewolves. Why not? Like turn all the dogs into werewolves. Zigzagoon was a raccoon though.
Yeah.
But which everyone's calling it a badger. I don't know.
It looks
why.
like, I mean, it kind of...
Yeah, it's like a kind of like a badger, but the black and white makes it look like a skunk.
True. But yeah, I don't know. There's some really cool designs that they announced in this trailer. But there wasn't really any other information. There's a new rival, I guess. Like, there's more than just the normal amount of rivals.
Yeah, BD or Bede.
Hey, Bede. So I don't know how that's going to work. Like, if there's going to be more than just, like, maybe there's the rivals that have the other starters that you don't pick, and then there's, like, other rivals that don't have the starters but just have, like, their own team. I don't know. It's kind of... Because there's, like, 3 or 4 of them now, I think. But yeah, that's Pokemon. I'm still pretty lukewarm on it. At this point, I'm probably going to ask for it for Christmas. But it's cool enough.
Mm-hmm. Ben, all right, are we done with that topic?
I'm actually excited for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Despite,
Okay.
like not like
Sun and Moon.
Oh shit! Oh, I'm sorry.
They were pretty cool.
Yeah, those were good. People hate on those games way too fucking much.
I'm excited,
islands,
but there was some good concepts in there.
Yeah, I'm excited for Sword and Shield. Not to like throw shade on anybody. Because there's too much fucking hate around this game, and I don't think like
it looks noticeably average, but I don't understand all the hate.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm in November. I'm gonna be in that
like
Pokemon
a Pokemon
mode
game to me. So.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But it's like it's on Switch. Like they could have
Right.
done a lot more than just make another Pokemon game.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to play it, to meet companions and beat the champion and do all that good fun shit.
The new Pokemon so far are selling me. Like that's what's gonna make me get the game.
Yeah, I saw that
Conceptually-
hamster, I saw that skunk, and I was like, all right, I might check this out because I'm liking the new stuff that I'm seeing from this.
Yamper's awesome. He's one of the best electric types in years.
Mm-hmm.
They're doing some cool new typing combinations like that. That poison. I think it's Dark and Fairy. Goblin looking thing is pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm into it.
And especially if they finally announce Surfetched, which was another thing in that leak, and it's a regional evolution variant of Farfetch'd. That would be amazing.
It's a Farfetch'd with a surfboard.
No, like Sir, as in like.
Oh, Sir! I thought you said Surfetch.
No, well,
Yeah.
it's Surfetched,
Yeah, like Sir. Yeah, okay.
not
He's a-
Surfetched.
He's a knight.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
I'm not sure what he would be. Like, would he have like armor on and be like flying steel?
He
or
probably would
something?
have like one little like those old medieval helmets on, and that's it. And like still have the lettuce. That's it. Or
It's
the
a
leek, whatever. It's late.
Which is pretty great, by the way, that they announced something related to Farfetch'd in a leak. But
Nice.
Let's move on.
That's great. After a long delay, Anthem's Cataclysm event is finally live. So Bioware announced.
Oh, you mean the Cataclysm that was the game itself? Oh.
Bioware announced in an update 1.3, which finally
that
releases
was
the
good.
Cataclysm Endgame event. Cataclysm is available on
Their May
Anthem's
event.
menu.
The event that was supposed to come out in May.
The Endgame event, yeah. It's it's unlocked on Anthem's main menu. It's unlocked for any player who can play the Incursion main story. Cataclysm players fight Varbrom and her forces in a multi-week endgame event. Teams take on the Cataclysm that will have the opportunity to unlock new rewards and work their way up to the leaderboards. Along with the Cataclysm story missions and endgame mode, there are several new features, including the event inversions, gameplay modifiers, leaderboard, seasonal currency, and a new seasonal store. So there you go.
Hours of content until the next update next year. Probably.
Right. Yeah. I guess I should check. Like, I still want to play Anthem, but The issues that I have with it just start getting fixed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This, like I said before, this would be the time. Like it's under the development now of their actual like online as service team. Whichever one that one is, I don't remember.
I think Austin.
Yeah, instead of like the single player story team that made it originally.
Right.
So as long as they get better at releasing content on time, it could be a drastically different game this time next year.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it'll even make it that far.
Yeah. There's a lot of like jokes around this and Division 2 apparently being dead and like Destiny's taking all those players back.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
I'm excited for Destiny 2 to go free to play.
Even Ben said he was gonna try it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you can pull me away from Street Fighter V, let's see if that happens.
I would love to like Sherpa Ben through a raid. I think that would be really fun.
Yeah, I jokingly said earlier, like I'll be getting the nausea thing, and like hold on, and I make a noise because I don't want to make that noise again. Yeah, and then the rest of the day is like screwed. Like, well, at least I played Destiny for 5 minutes.
It would probably like it's pretty frenetic.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, it would probably wreck you.
All right. We don't have any questions on our Twitter or chat. Again, you can always come in, watch the show live, leave a question in the chat, or leave a question for us on Twitter. CSG Thomas is my Twitter handle, and the Chart Shot is the website's Twitter handle. Justin, what is your Twitter handle?
My Twitter handle is at @0score, but with an underscore in the middle, because I'm not cool enough to have just @0score by itself.
0_score.
Yep. That's how you say it properly.
But you are 0score on Twitch.
I am. And YouTube. And no, I'm 0score Justin on Instagram.
Right.
I always forget that.
And Ben.
You can follow me at twitter.com/MarvelSiggy, where I tweet about Godzilla, anime, and fighting games. But since I'm no longer streaming anymore because it's just too frustrating, as Justin unfortunately had to hear some of that.
Yeah, that was a bad time.
Yeah. But
we had fun still.
Yeah, it was. We had a fun time. I mentioned that on the show. But I will say this because it happened to my friend a couple of days ago. Please do me a favor and go to twitch.tv/MrDragon01 because my best friend just made affiliate. Damn it! Go to him.
Nice.
Go sub to him, please. He's been streaming for 6 years. He's worked really hard at it. He's my best friend in the whole wide world. I love that motherfucker, even though I want to choke him sometimes. That's how that best friends fight. It's happened. So please go to him. Go to it. Don't even subscribe if you can't. Just go to him. Go to his chat. Tell him Ben sent you. If you go, he's a fun guy. He loves Dark Souls. There you go. He loves Devil May Cry. He loves action games. Just please go support my best friend.
Awesome.
That's nice.
That's awesome. And you can also find me on Twitch. Cane Play Stuff. I forgot my Twitch channel. It's great. I streamed for 7.5 hours and I went mad and just watched Joker stuff with my chat. It was great.
That sounds awful. That was all Destiny?
Yeah, it was me grinding for Destiny. But we took a break and ended up watching Joker music videos. It's great.
Joker?
Yeah, Joker.
Music videos.
Yeah, from Batman.
Music videos.
Yes, music videos.
Of Joker.
Yes. What do you not understand about this statement?
Joker from Batman doesn't sing or anything.
No, but like there was like like AMVs, anime music videos. You don't know about this stuff?
No.
Okay.
I know very little about the anime world.
Me and Mike.
And I like to keep it that way.
Me and Mike were there and we were talking about Joker. Anyways, you could come out, check that stuff out. I'm trying to do a solo shower throne run. We'll see if I make it. And until then, guys, enjoy your games. Good night.
Play Tekken.
Joker music videos.
Yeah, man.
I think I'm gonna end every stream